Good save by Wesley there at the end.
Very nice. That was a fun game.
Oh,
we're back to playing fun
game.
chess.
Well, we're back to playing this weird Sicilian line that they keep repeating.
Yep. This just became the thing now. Nodirbek is just playing this, and Wesley's just playing what he's playing. And Rook E8 is the well-timed idea here. So now no H3 business. Well,
are we sure about that? He's like, oh, no, you know what? I'm playing H3 earlier than you are playing Queen D7.
Yeah, there's no discovered attack, I guess, that works. Or maybe there is, like Bishop C5, just allowing the attack of the queen. I don't know.
Queen C3 forces Bishop trade, yeah. Wait, yeah. Queen C3, Queen B6, is that what he wants? I think that's what he wants. Or maybe even Knight E4.
Very, very sharp one. Super sharp game right now. Wow, Queen B6, yeah. Rook C8.
I think Knight E4 actually might be his idea. And it is. Bishop E4, you play Bishop takes D4. And then Rook takes E4, counterattacks the queen. Okay.
Rook E4 or D8?
Oh, you gotta play Bishop D4. Right?
Oh, because the bishop is hanging. Right. Jeez. Yes. Bishop takes D4. Yes. King H7. I mean, listen, in my defense, Wesley hung a piece. I'm allowed to hang a piece.
Queen D3, by the way, is a move that Nodirbek might have overlooked because now you're going to be able to take the other bishop. Oh, what a move.
Yeah, Queen D3 is very nice. Very, very nice.
And you can tell Nodirbek missed that. Now he's down a pawn. King G2, maybe?
King G2, yeah, just looking for F3.
Rook G4, F3 wins the game.
This just looks... Wow.
Nodirbek just has to deviate.
No, yeah, Nodirbek has to stop playing this with black.
I get that inertia kind of carries you forward. And every time you're like, okay, I'm going to make a small improvement, and this is the time that I'm going to equalize. But he never does.
Nope.
And now it's a disaster.
No, this is a very, very bad game.
He can still try to salvage things. I think after G6, he's still alive. And so he is.
He's pawn down, Bishop D2, Rook D1, right? And
yeah, or Rook E1.
Rook E1. Rook D1.
The worst thing is if you had chosen which pawn you want to lose. At the very least, lose the D5 pawn. Now he's down a pawn, and he runs the risk of losing that pawn in the end.
Yeah, D4 is just very well protected. Doubling up on the H file is coming for white.
Mm-hmm. Contesting the other open file. And trading a pair of rooks. And he can just play it slowly. B3, A4. Wesley loves these type of positions. I mean, who doesn't?
The thing about Wesley, though... C4.
The thing about Wesley is what?
I was going to say, the thing about Wesley is he may not even necessarily just go all out, try to checkmate. He'll just slowly improve, like we've seen him do this so many times, even in this match. But now Nodirbek knows that he has a strategy in his back pocket, which is survive as long as possible until Wesley flags because of bad internet. It's like somehow it's like a legitimate strategy.
12 minutes to go. This 3-minute section has flown by. And we've got a couple of absolutely pivotal games. Although, judging from yesterday's match, Levy, it almost doesn't matter what the score is going into the bullet because clearly any of these players are capable of making a comeback. So I guess I should hold my tongue. Whoa! Now that's an interesting idea. He's banking on this massive passer on D4.
Yeah, but something tells me this shouldn't work. Yeah, Queen D2 and maybe C5 or B4.
Oh, C5's pivotal.
Yeah, if the bishop was already on C5 and a pawn was on B6, this would be...
Yeah, black might actually have been even better maybe in some positions.
But yeah, it's still not over.
It's just that the D pawn is so hard to push forward. Maybe B6. Queen a8 check, king g7, and then quickly try to push d3.
Queen a8.
No. Queen d5.
Whew.
I think it should be winning.
We'll have time for maybe one more, depending on how long this goes. But
yeah, I would guess 2 more. But you're right. If this takes another couple minutes, then the next game might be the last.
And breathe
Okay.
out.
That's a paper tiger.
A what?
And a paper tiger.
Paper tiger.
I use that expression at least once per commentary.
Paper tiger. I like that. I might make my next screen name Paper Tiger.
Paper tiger. A5 is not a paper tiger.
No. And B4 is brutal.
Now, a6 bishop g1 is a mate threat, but white always has this move g5 to create luft for the king, and it's on.
Yeah, almost, but not quite.
Still
B5?
going.
Yeah.
Still going.
Yeah.
Okay, where's the knockout? Is it queen b8 and a7?
Queen e1.
Oh,
I thought queen e1 was just winning, but that also works.
I guess queen e1 there was rook h2 maybe.
Yeah, but king g4, what? I guess the bishop can move. All right,
all you have
queen
to do
d4,
is go
f4, or that.
Now, if I'm Nodirbek, again, I would try to milk the clock down a little bit, but I think he's just going to resign.
Or not.
Or not, yeah. He keeps it going. King e3 or king g3.
Now
he's going to resign.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
So probably the next game is the last game of the Blitz, and it's probably a must-not-lose game. Like a 1-point match is doable, 2-point match is doable. We've even seen a 3-game match is doable going into the bullet, but I don't think Nodirbek is going to show up and win 4 straight games to start the bullet segment. I don't think either of them are going to, but
it honestly feels like Wesley's back to his old tricks and back to his old ways. He has fully stabilized after that brief interlude at the start of the 3-minute portion. But can Nodirbek make something of this structure?
The rebellious breakaway.
I know.
Yes.
I mean, Nodirbek needs to be careful. He's playing way too outlandish of an opening. I mean, a Berlin, come on, man. Got to respect the game.
I feel like we've had this structure on the board like 20 times.
No, literally every single game.
It's like a bad movie loop that you just can't snap out of. Exactly. Are the chances down to 12% again? Like how much did Nodirbek lose for losing that game?
It's got to be higher than that. I would probably guess about 15 to 20%, but we'll get Smarter Chess to update his predictions. There we go. It's still at 28%. It's still at 28%, which is pretty generous.
It's not bad.
And speaking of generous, F5, I think, is Wesley's idea here on tap. And then King's Indian style, drive the pawn down to F4 and start attacking. What do you think about that?
I really like how that looks. Wow.
Like white has to actively figure out a way to prepare against that.
92. Man, I don't know how they don't get lost in like all of these different move orders and ideas. I mean, I know that might sound naive, but there are just so many overlapping different plans. All right, castles. He doesn't go F5 after all.
Yeah, he's kind of, I think he overcooked it though. I saw no reason to delay F5. Now you're giving white a chance to complete his development. Guess what? E5 is now hanging. And before you know it, white might be the one to go F4, but not immediately because of B5 dislodging one of the knights from the other one.
Yeah, that's very funny. Wow. The knight on C4 has to go.
F4.
Yeah, Queen E1, exactly. I'm getting a deja vu of one of those first games that we saw where the pawn on A5 and A4 were both very weak after black played B5.
I remember those good old days.
Yeah, when Nodirbek played G4. That was cool.
Yeah, all his troubles felt so far away. Bishop B4?
The way this is trending, we will get one more blitz game.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. 6 minutes to go, and the position is opening up.
Yeah, knight back to B2. D2, sorry. And we have...
Guys, this is position complicated.
Yeah, it might still go on G3, F4. That's got to be the idea, right? No? Okay, bishop C3. I don't understand.
A lot of poking and prodding going on here. Just kind of provoking weaknesses, dropping things back.
Draw? Nope.
No draw.
I thought maybe repetition, but okay.
But this doesn't seem too impressive for white, even after F4.
This is crazy. You just gave him the whole A file.
You gave him the A file, and black could also bring the pawn up to C5 if he wants to cover some of these dark squares and maybe use them as infiltration squares.
This seems wild from Nodirbek to play like this, but...
Yeah, I think repeating was definitely more wise. Oh, God. Knight F3, bishop takes B3.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I was going to say just play H3, but like you're going to run out of moves like H3 soon.
Yeah, you're going to run out of moves a lot faster than black. Black has a bunch of these helpful moves.
D4 is a trick here. He's trying to go D4.
Oh, knight F5 check.
Yes.
So Wesley...
Can he still play D4?
You absolutely could play D4. I think that's a great call. And then white will be threatening E5. And before you know it, black's king could get caught in the whirlwind.
If you allow black to play C5, I'm not sure your position's any good at all. So you might have to play D4.
Agree completely. Maybe knight B1, I thought briefly. But then after queen E5, you're not going to get D4 in.
There it is on the board.
Good call.
We await for the blessing of the machine. I feel like that's just how we play chess now. We're like, I have an idea. And then it kind of like, boop, stabilizes.
It blessed it. Wesley has to tread very carefully. And I like rook A1, forcing the trade of rooks.
Was there knight B1 there? Could you have just played knight B1?
Rook A1, knight B1. I guess queen B2 led to an unclear position.
Wow, this is sharp, man. Pass pawn now on D5?
Speaking of unclear.
He didn't want to trade queens, but I don't know. I felt like maybe queen G3 was okay. Maybe G3 was better to try to play queen F4 somehow, but... Okay.
Yeah, the ultimate goal is to dislodge the queen from E5, but then the queen's going to be replaced with a knight. That's not better. Nodirbek might be losing control of the game here a little bit.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Here comes the knight.
There's no threat at all, but it's still... Oh, boy.
Not a good sign.
Does that move do anything? Can black just go C4? Or, I mean, you can take on G4.
Definitely can go C4, and he plays it. But maybe Nodirbek takes on E5. Oh, bishop takes D5. Oh, no.
Yeah, what's he done? He's just totally bungled it.
He has bungled it, and maybe repeating moves when he had the chance would have been wiser.
Oh, no.
We're going to get another game. Wesley should be winning this.
Okay. Threatening to sneak.
Queen A7. So just move the bishop back to F7.
Yep.
No, this is completely winning. Just
queen C3 maybe.
Oh, that is a sick move.
Yeah, and then take knight B1, B4. You could also just take on B3, but
take C2. Take C2.
Oh, you take C3 and then bishop takes B3.
Wait, why didn't he take the pawn on C2? What was I missing?
I don't think you were missing anything. I think he just literally forgot. Yeah.
He's still winning. 140 left on the match clock in this segment. We will have 30 minutes of bullet to follow. So the match is not over.
What? Wait, what is happening in this game? What?
Okay.
Why is any of this being allowed?
The pawn endgame might not be winning for white. No, it is. It is. King F6 and H6.
For black, not for white, I would hope.
For black. I apologize. Wait a second.
Yeah, white winning here would be...
This E4.
No, but you have E4, E3, right? I thought you had E4, E3.
Well, e4, e3, I think basically what you should try to do here is play b4 at the right moment, such as now. Oh my God.
Wait, what?
Did he just allow a draw? Oh!
Oh my God.
Holy lands.
He was...
King d3.
King is just a draw? This is insane.
My lands. No, make a move.
Make a move,
Nodirbek.
Nodirbek.
For a win. He's playing for a win. Oh, Nodirbek might be winning. He's up a pawn. No way.
Unreal.
This will be the last game of the segment, I think.
At this rate, yes, unless we just have a repetition. Oh, good God.
Good grief. Now, who's better? White's got the passer, but Black's going to win g4. This is anybody's game. My lands.
Now Nodirbek's like, damn, I should have...
Oh, he totally should have went for the draw.
Yeah, Nodirbek's sitting there like, what am I doing? All right, well, this will
Queen
be...
F1!
Oh, Queen F1, Queen F1!
Queen F1 is winning! Oh my
gosh.
And now we got another simultaneous promotion.
Yeah, this is what...
Buckle in, folks.
I mean, Nodirbek has a very small chance of saving this game, but his king is just in the open. It's like impossible to check.
You're exactly right. It makes it almost impossible to defend in the long run. King g3 and queen g4 check.
Yep.
Queen g4. That's it. Oh, Nodirbek. He repeat moves, man.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was so crazy. I mean, he's in disbelief. We're in disbelief, and there was repetition on the board, and he just got a bit greedy. I don't know. That was the best way to describe it, and that's heartbreaking. That
would have been a crazy save. I mean, he was so lost, but he just got over ambitious, and Wesley so kept his composure in that queen endgame. He found a couple of accurate moves, and he delivers a dagger to go up by 2 points. So at a 2-point lead, it is nothing. We are set up for an epic bullet showdown. We'll have 30 minutes to decide who wins and advances to the round of 8. So don't go anywhere. Before we go on a short break, we wanted to remind you to get ready for the December 2022 stateofchess.com, coming to you live on December 21st. We have some huge news for the chess community, and the event will be followed by a community Q&A. Plus, some very special guests will be joining the show to talk about the exciting announcement and what it means for the future of chess and the chess community. Do not miss this show, December 21st, 10 a.m. PST, 1 p.m. EST, right here on twitch.tv/chess. Well, don't miss the conclusion of this first of our SEC doubleheader. We'll be back with the decisive bullet segment between Wesley So and Nodirbek Abdusattorov on the other side of this break.
So I first learned about Il Cafe through my buddy Aaron. He was like, hey, me and a group of fellas meet at this cafe downtown on Sundays, and we play chess there. It'd be really cool if you could stop by and hang out with us and, you know, just feel the vibe. And so I showed up, and it was a nice vibe. I was like, yo, Il Cafe is pretty ill.
wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me.
A storm is brewing.
Dimitri on Drake is a wizard.
Within the tempest, the best have come to test their skills and brave the storm.
Oh, he missed it! Oh, he allowed a draw!
Oh my goodness.
The wheels have come off.
That could be the match.
For some, this is familiar ground.
Oh my goodness, 98? Whoa.
One
And
second,
1 second.
move!
For others, this is a fresh field to prove their prowess.
This is insane! Oh, look at Fabi, exhausting every last resource.
The battles will be electric.
Hey, 7 made! You wanted
You can't stop me! Oh my god, it didn't happen! The moves will be fast.
It's game over.
It's winning! Oh my god!
Yes, it is.
He's gonna make a queen!
The stakes will be high.
He just grabs his head. He can't believe it. He just
Oh,
gave
man.
away the pawn.
The 2022 Speed Chess Championship is now. Fasten your speed belts, my friends. We're in for a wild ride.
I apologize for that. Welcome back to the Speed Chess Championship. And
Were you muted that whole time?
I was muted the whole time. Yeah, I was muted the whole time.
I could
Oh,
hear
man.
you. I could hear you.
can
That
hear
was
me.
so
That's
weird.
the important part, right? Well, it's been a ridiculously topsy-turvy match in the first of our doubleheader between Wesley and Nodirbek. Wesley leads by 2 points after that ridiculous final game of the 3-minute segment. Folks, it's been a pleasure bringing you this match alongside International Master Levy Rosman. Levy, what haven't we seen, and what aren't we going to see in these next 30 minutes?
I don't know. I mean, we're off to a good start. I had no idea you were even muted. I was just sitting here listening to your fantastic show open, and then I realized you apologized and had to restart.
It was so smooth.
That was very good. Chat missed the show opening of a lifetime. Yeah, listen, Smarter Chess had this match at 12-6 at this point. It's 9-7. I mean, you can't really ask for much more than that if you're Nodirbek. I mean, he was close to tying the match and even taking the lead in this match just a handful of times. But, I mean, we've got a bullet segment here on the way. And I think we're going to see some spectacular stuff.
And thus far, in situations where one side has been down 2 or 3 points, we saw this in the Aronian and Draken match. We saw this yesterday. We have had some crazy bullet comebacks, and they've often started at the very beginning. For example, Anish Giri won, I think, the first 4 bullet games. Levon Aronian did something similar. So Wesley So just has to put those matches away from his mind, and I think he's got to try to strike early. Seatbelts fastened, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Yep, here we go. We have our first completely new opening of the entire match. And, well,
Hey.
I mean, this is
What a
not
nice
easy.
stadium.
This is not easy. Wesley looking backwards again, getting bothered by something.
His
wonder
cat
what
has
Wesley-
invaded
what-
the room again.
Yeah, what does Wesley have back there? Like, is he hitting his modem a few times? Like,
Yeah, like,
I
hello,
mean-
wake up.
yeah.
Hmm.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Now, I like this end game for Wesley. I think this is the kind of position he has to strive for in a bullet game.
yes, I think so too. Also, they only have 30 minutes, and a game like this can take a solid 4 of them off the clock if you play it
Oh,
right.
totally. We've even seen 5-minute bullet games. And with, a deficit of more than 1 point, you always have to keep an eye on the clock. And Bishop G5. Bishop G5?
Yeah, Bishop G5 just looked like it was winning or close.
I guess there was Bishop B5 check.
All right. Rook somewhere. I mean, white has everything. Bishop pair, more activity, queenside majority. What doesn't
a lot
white
of
have?
time. I mean, Wesley can slow down, take his time. Nodirbek is going to try to push this pawn down to e4 and generate kingside activity. And he does.
E4 is a very nice move. Very, very nice move.
Whoa.
Wesley has a
blind.
Danya, he has a weird blind spot for just allowing these massive pawn chains. He's done it twice in this match.
Yeah. It's strange. And he's borderline lost now. That rook on e2 is tied down. Look at that beast of a knight on f5. Rook h6 is an idea.
Yeah, I'm not cheering for Wesley's downfall. I'm simply cheering for more chess. And I don't want to see anybody have a 3-game deficit, which we haven't had in this match, by the way. It's actually a very close match.
Yeah, every time it seems like Wesley is about to deliver the death blow, Nodirbek has come back and put together a win. He has to convert this into a full point. Can he do it?
This looks fantastic for black.
G3 is a great practical move, though. Great practical move.
Yeah, but black doesn't have to go anywhere. That's the problem. He can just... I mean, the pawn endgame is always lost, right? Like, because of the pawn on e3.
I don't know. I would evaluate it more carefully. I feel like there might be drawing chances here.
Wow. They just both go directly into it. I mean, how is this not hopeless? It's got to be hopeless.
It is. A4. Black's going to go... Well, it's actually not that simple. Black plays a4, and then Levy at the end, black can actually give away the e-pawn for the c-pawn and then shoulder white's king out of the gate. He's going to win the first game. Here we go with this again.
Wow.
Here we
I mean,
go
that was
with
just so
this again.
strange. That was just... And
Hello?
Wesley is like glitching all over the place and again fixing something behind him. I know.
And in
So
the bullet,
weird, man.
that's going to cost you.
That is going to cost you 3 minutes off the clock, and it's a 1-game match once again. I mean, listen, this match has been Wesley trying to drop Nodirbek deeper into the well, and Nodirbek crawling out of it. He has never led in this match ever, but it's 9-8. I mean, it's not an 18.5 to 9.5 or whatever it was predicted.
Totally. And if you keep crawling out of it, Wesley gets more and more frustrated. And again, the match, if you're Nodirbek, you want the match to come down to the final game. And I like his position here again. H4.
Love it. Yeah, H4, I would have played without even thinking.
Okay, bishop b6, trade. Queen b3, attacking both pawns at once.
Yes. Well, this is an amazing position for white. I mean,
D takes e5.
Yeah, I thought D just looked great. Just take the slightly better position, and I wouldn't have allowed the knight to go to f4, but...
So white's going to go rook a to d1, try to organize some pressure down the center. Here it is. Ooh, I don't know about e takes d4. That's a very committal move, giving up a lot of the center. Rook c1.
I mean, man, am I just like imagining things? This position looks just incredible for... I wouldn't have gone d5 though, but it's fine.
Yeah, d5 may be a little bit overly committal.
Just rook... Okay, h3 prevents g4, which makes sense.
But with the g file open, Wesley now has long-term prospects on the king side. He just has to solve the problem of his c pawn.
Ooh,
and
but
his d pawn.
And his b pawn, and his e pawn.
His rook on a4.
The whole center, the whole center. By the way,
Queen d5, rook d4.
Yeah. Rook d4 is going to get some key exchanges here, but you got to take with the c pawn, and then you're down 2-1 on the queen side. I don't know what.
Whoa, rook takes d4, rook c1, and rook c6 looked mighty good there. Nodirbek kind of keeps the status quo.
Just take on d4. Like, am I missing something? I mean...
We're rook a8.
Whoa!
He blundered his queen.
Oh my gosh. He is in disbelief. I'm in disbelief. I mean, just hung b4. I mean, just rook d4 there. Auto move, right? Like...
Total auto move. And he was the one who walked his queen to a5. He did that on his own volition. And then he... nailed his own coffin with b4.
That was so wild. I mean, he just overthought it. just overcomplicated the situation. That's a present. Games like that change matches. Like, it's
Big
so hard to
miss.
bounce back.
Big miss, because he was better out of the opening. He was doing everything right. He won that game. It would have been a tie match. And now the lead is back to that pesky 2 points that Nodirbek has had such a hard time coming back from entirely.
I know we've had it's hard to offset your opponent having bad internet when you hang a queen. That's tough. That's tough. That's always going to be tough.
And I've been impressed with Nodirbek's opening play. I think he's got a good position again if he goes knight f6 here. Maybe bishop g5 in response is Wesley's idea.
Bishop.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Bishop. Ooh, that is a dagger. I didn't see that one.
That's a tough move, yeah.
Rook c1.
Could be okay. Could be all right. Maybe it's not the end of the world. Computer seems to hate it, but
yeah, but there's a lot going on here. Queen c2 is a great move. Oh, that is a great move. Defend the bishop, increase the pressure on c6. Black's losing that pawn. And perhaps even the game.
And perhaps even the match. I mean, this would be the first 3-game lead. Yeah, it's so hard to bounce back after you blunder b4 rook a8.
Yup. You know, this has to be totally winning for white. And at this point, Wesley's starting to think about milking as much clock as possible out of these games.
Maybe Wesley's lactose intolerant. Maybe he's not thinking about milk.
For some reason, I knew you were going to let that opportunity pass by.
I just can't, you know, these milking stuff, too much milking going on. Yeah, I mean, that's a passer, and you ain't stopping it.
Now, what makes this so depressing is the total lack of counterplay. Like, white can play this for an eternity. Okay, Nodirbek has to create the passer, and he does.
Yep, b5, he's going for it. He's done well in this match. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
How does Wesley avoid the repetition?
I don't think...
A takes b5.
Yeah, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B.
But he doesn't. He allows the draw. Oh, lands.
Am I crazy for thinking that's not a good decision? Like that
I don't
position
think it is.
But Wesley is so responsible. I feel like there are very few top players who would have made a draw there. They would have just tried to win it, like, because they know that they're winning. Wesley's like, I might be winning, but 2-game lead, 20 minutes. Good luck.
It's a reasonable decision. This is a pivotal game. Nodirbek has the white pieces. I think in bullet, the choice for Wesley to go for this Petrov line is pretty questionable. This is such an easy position to play for white, but Wesley just knows all of the ideas here. And once he goes rook e8, like, where is white's advantage?
I don't know where white's advantage is. It's a great question. They're back to this line.
New Jersey. Okay, yeah. Queen f5 maybe? Goes knight f5. Still a little pull for white here.
Yeah, I really like this position for white, as always.
I would have considered knight h6 check, but okay. Knight g4.
The king is the one playing the defense. Yeah, wait, what? Knight h4, knight f8? I mean,
it almost looks like white knight h4. I think knight h4 won the game there.
Because knight f8, bishop takes, right?
But Nodirbek is rushing. He's got over 50 seconds, and he's not spending any time in critical moments. I think he's rushing past a lot of chances that Wesley has given him this game.
He's just trying to play fast more than trying to play super accurately.
Knight back to c2. Just be careful about some knight f4 and knight e5. There's a lot of forks here. Knight f fork. Okay.
Queen goes back to e2. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm really enjoying white's position here.
Yeah, Nodirbek is still pressing. Now, dc and knight takes d4 has to be calculated here. I'm going to let Wesley do that.
Knight d3, knight e5. I mean, yeah, you...
Whoa, this cannot be right.
Knight
d3? No, then knight takes c4.
Knight, no, but then queen a2, and then queen d5, queen c4 you have.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wait, what do you mean queen c4?
Wow!
Oh, you found it! Oh my god, queen c4 here!
That's what
How
I
did
said!
You see that? Oh my god. No, now I get it. I was like, Levy, that blunder's a queen. The knight's on F3 is pinned.
Nope. Yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it. It's all right.
That is...
I'll get accused of reading the engine, even though I can't even see it. I can only see an eval bar.
No, I know you can't see the engine. I literally have it on.
Bishop b4, and that's that. Wow, that was sick. Let's go.
Was an incredible find. I didn't even see queen a2, much less queen takes c4.
Listen. My dynamic skills 2700, everything else 400. It balances out. You know what I'm saying? Like everything else. I'm just getting up there in the triple digits, grinding. You know, looking at my Danya speedrun, Sensei speedrun series.
Got to build up those positional skills. That was a little dose of nasty from Nodirbek. And guess what? This is not considered a good line for black after knight g3.
No, I love this line for white. I don't know if you've played a lot of it. Rook a2, knight g3, rook f2, e4.
You always go e4, e5, 1-0. Anytime people go with this with black, I'm like the happiest man on earth.
Yep. These positions, but you know, sometimes I get like a very good opponent with black and they just defend everything. Like I've never played this against Wesley. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or Nodirbek for that matter.
But
now, h5, very typical in such positions as an antidote to e4, so that you go h4 and you soften up that pawn. Now, white can go e4 anyway in many cases.
Yes, visually this looks like stunning for bishop b2, and yeah, I mean, I just feel as though like the position never works for black. Just ever.
Yeah, somehow there's just too many like tactical shots. Rook takes f6 is actually quite common. Okay, not anymore. Wait a second, it's +5. Oh, I guess he does have rook f6 and rook c2. Oh, Levy, rook c2 ended the game on the spot.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Knight takes d4.
And again, Wesley's taking his foot off the gas pedal. Knight f5.
Wow.
And I guess there's queen g4. But here comes the rook.
Wait. Oh, that's brutal.
Rook h6, queen takes h6, and the g-pawn is pinned. Oh, Nodirbek said, I'm just going to bring another rook into the game.
That's so funny. It's amazing.
How do you defend against rook h6?
Like that? I mean, that doesn't defend rook h6, but at least you don't lose a queen. Oh, queen c7 is tricky.
What is going on? But the knight on d4 is caught in the crossfire. You could end up losing a minor piece here.
I don't know what to play.
Defense?
Rook
g6, queen d4? Somehow the eval bar is still showing an advantage for black. You're going to lose the bishop on b2. Oh, this is unbelievable.
And rook g3, rook h3 or something?
Yes, and then rook h or rook g3, rook takes g3, and rook g6 check with an unstoppable attack. Oh, I thought rook takes g3 was winning. This still looks promising for black. The king is out in the open, and we're going to get a perpetual.
Oh, yeah, that's so late. No. Play for the win.
Queen
Do it for
maybe?
Fabi, who's in the chat.
King F3?
Oh, he's running!
No, rook g7 and e6. Rook g7 and e6.
No, this might be...
Oh, it's mate. Queen g5. But it's still not over. Queen g2 and...
Yeah, there was a free pawn there, but... Okay, wow.
There was queen e4 forcing the queen trade. Wesley's gonna win.
Whoa. FE. No, not FE. Sorry, not FE. Not FE. I'm just yelling moves.
Oh my god. This is ridiculous. I can't believe the game's still not over. Nodirbek somehow holding on. Queen b7. Queen back to c6. Queen g3. It's mate. Queen b8. Queen b8,
yeah. Wow.
And to e7.
Oh,
what a dagger. Nodirbek grabs his head. He's like, what do I have to do?
Did you see that? Did you see Wesley just like pump his hands out? That was that was a huge win for him.
It was like a release of pent up, emotional energy right there.
I mean, listen.
Can't blame him.
Yeah, that was a very stressful game. And I mean, it looked like Nodirbek was going to strike back again. He's been so close to evening this match so many times.
Unbelievable. I was sure he was going to win. He had Wesley's king on its last legs.
And then, Wesley just king f4. Wow. Amazing job by Wesley to realize that time in particular, he should not repeat moves.
Yeah, that was like a Lamar Jackson moment, evading like 17 tacklers. And the king ended up winning the game for white.
Yeah, it just took a walk. All right, Nodirbek is going all out here.
And not in a good way.
No.
At all.
Not in a good way. No, is he just going to lose a pawn, or am I hallucinating
There's
that F4
queen
is...
d5 at the end with a fork on a8.
Uh-huh.
So actually, Nodirbek might be making this work.
Uh-oh. If it's Bughouse, let me get a knight to put on h6. Not anymore. Damn.
So is there a case... Whoa! So queen a3, queen takes e6, but Wesley just shuts the bishop down with c5.
Yeah, just c5.
And bishop back.
I like what White's got going on here. A little f5 action, never hurt anybody. Queen... Okay, I was going to say queen d1, but fine.
I'm just worried that when push comes to shove, White's king is going to end up being too weak. Oh, knight d4, there's rook takes d4 and queen takes d4.
Yeah, and queen e1 is covered by the stupid knight on g2.
Amazing defender, that knight on g2.
Yes.
Suddenly, Nodirbek has an initiative after rook e1.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. You got like a4 for white when you want it? So some queen c4 stuff? Oh my gosh.
No, rook e1 mate! Rook e1 mate!
Rook e1 is mate.
He blundered mate and won. And now he's got to dial back, and he's down in exchange. Rook e1, queen c7, 1-0.
Yeah, it's over. Oh my gosh.
No, and that was yet another howler. Rook h1. Rook h1.
Yeah. Well, bishop b... Oh, no, not bishop b2. Knight now was hanging. e1 was hanging. Okay, wow.
Oh, and this might have been the dagger. It's still only a 3-point match. There's plenty of time left on the match clock.
Well, but this is it. Like, Nodirbek has to win every game now. He has time for 3 games, and he's got to be perfect. You know who is perfect? We had a guest in the chat recently. It was Mr. Caruana. That's a perfect man right there. So I don't know if he's still here. Maybe went about his day. But I mean, I gotta go throw some compliments back. By the way, Crazy is going back for this because he did not get a good position last time. This has been a tough match, man. Honestly, this match has just been... Wesley is just that much better at the right moments. That's it. Yeah. That's really it.
And honestly, Wesley would be the first to admit that, I mean, his form was topsy-turvy. He had some incredibly impressive games. And by the way, we know the match isn't over. But broadly speaking, as I mentioned in the Carlsen match, it's not about how good you are when you're in good form. It's whether you can beat really serious players when you're in mediocre form. That's the real determinant of greatness, I think, at this level in this format. Why is Nodirbek repeating this line? I mean, this is flat out terrible for Black.
Yeah, he's sort of been frozen a few times. I feel like just out of, and I listen. I've been there. I'm not gonna compare my Division 3 level chess matches in the I Am Not a GM Speed Chess Championship against this stuff, but sometimes you just can't snap out of it. You just, because having prep that's bad, you still get 15-20 moves quick, right? Mm-hmm. Problem is at this level, so does the other guy, and then he gets a great position and he crushes you. So
now he's made lemonade out of lemons. I think Nodirbek is still surviving here. He just needs a good move in this position. Maybe drop back the knight to g7, try to trade some rooks. Knight f4, yep.
Admittedly, yeah. I mean, Nodirbek's positions have been quite okay.
Suddenly, I think Black might be on the better side of this. Just don't blunder anything.
Yep.
Don't go knight h3. Oh, queen c1 doesn't quite work. e2 is protected.
No, not quite. Not quite.
I guess you have to go knight h5.
Man, Black's position still looks so loose.
e6, queen f7. The knight hangs on g3 also. What the heck is going on? No, bishop h6 and knight f5. Bishop h6 and knight f5.
I misses it.
Oh my gosh, but this is also winning. I can't believe this.
Does he have bishop? No, that's insane. King g8.
Queen g8, queen e8, still in the
queen
game.
E8. No, queen e8 and queen f7 back or something. Wait, was there queen d8 there or something?
I guess so. He just gets his knight around to e3. There's no way Nodirbek saves this with 6 seconds. Knight e3 still possible.
No.
And d5 falls, but then there's queen e1 with perpetual. Whoa. Suddenly Nodirbek back in the game again.
Okay. Knight d6, hello? Queen F4 hangs a
Black
queen.
making
Don't play that.
Progress. Thank you for the pawn, says Nodirbek. And King G6 attacking the bishop. Knight F7, Knight F7.
Oh, God, that also works. Oh.
Oh, whoa. Okay, now, Nodirbek really cannot afford a draw here.
No.
But a draw keeps him in the match. A loss loses immediately. I mean, with a 4-point lead, that'll be an F4. No.
Yeah, 4 looked
Knight
good
was
there,
hanging. Black
Uh-oh.
now? Knight F3 check? Knight F3 check was possible.
but H4? Whoa.
Okay, the knight circling around to F4.
Knight E6?
And, oh, don't Knight H5, Knight H5.
Knight H5. It's over.
But you can't make blunders like this and hope to beat Wesley.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, these are
That's it.
howlers.
That's...
Oh my god.
That does it. That seals it.
Well,
Hate to
I
say
hate
it.
to be that guy, Levy, but remember that all they have to do is get the game off in time. So there is time for 4 games.
Correct. You're right. I'm being a very bad host. As a host, I'm supposed to, the match could be 21-0 and I can say, well, there's a chance that, but.
No, I agree with you. And we know that if Wesley even so much as makes a draw or has one long game, then it's over immediately.
Correct.
But we've seen all sorts of crazy things in the SEC. Bishop G6. Oh, nice move by Nodirbek.
That was a good fight. It's a good fight. Nodirbek, he had his chances for sure.
Yeah, no, he definitely did. He had plenty of chances to tie, but ultimately those games, Levy, where he even in those games came very, very close to tying, but just didn't have that extra clutch factor. Although I think he might win this game pretty quickly, and then we'll start talking again.
I don't know about all that. That's a big claim, but
Yeah, really quickly might be a bold statement here.
Rook takes G6, knight takes H4, and this is
G4. No, white is winning. White is definitely winning. Wait, why rook G4? Why not G4? Why allow the rook trade? Yeah, Nodirbek has been off today. He's had a lot of these uncharacteristic mistakes. Now his advantage has evaporated. Yeah, I think that's all she wrote.
Well, we got 6 minutes to kill. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, it's been a weird match. I have to say, it's hard to kind of put a finger on who had the momentum, what was even going on. By the way, Nodirbek might still win this game. King B7. No, he is going to win this game. I still think we should keep talking about the match. 6 minutes left in the match clock?
If he wins this match, yes. But, I mean, come on. A game takes minimum 3 minutes. He might get it within 1. But it's going to come down to Wesley just sitting there, letting his clock run out, and then...
Nodirbek is going to have to win one of the games in, like, basically a minute.
And by the way...
This one
is still
almost over. But Wesley can continue milking a ton of time off this clock. Oh, and this is going to take forever.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to take at least like 90 more seconds. But you guys shouldn't leave. We have a match right after this, by the way. So...
Yeah, and it will start very, very shortly after the conclusion of this one. By the way, I think Wesley might save the game. Knight G2, so there's no checks!
Oh my god, Knight G2 was just holding the game.
It literally, there was no
Black
checks.
was playing for a win at that point.
Exactly.
If the queen and knight stayed on. Oh my gosh,
okay,
yeah.
G5.
It's that spot in the match where you can't buy a game. You know what I mean? Like, there's just nothing you can do.
Yeah, it's like no matter how hard you try. And look at Wesley. Clinical. He's going to build up as much time as possible and then milk another 15 seconds off the clock.
Why did he run to the edge?
No.
That was not... But Wesley could have stayed in the center. He didn't have to run to the edge of the board.
I think another 15 seconds might have actually been the difference between like a mathematical win in the match. Okay, now this is the big game. Can Nodirbek get one quickly?
By the way, I have a question.
Nodirbek get one quickly.
Why doesn't Nodirbek play like a modern? I mean,
Yeah.
he's playing mainline QGD. I just like you got to win in a minute. You know, what are you gonna play? You know,
Yeah,
God's gonna
he's
blow up the
trading off
universe
some
or whatever.
pieces here.
Man, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But this was much closer than we thought. But it's tough. Yeah, Nodirbek hasn't had a single game where he led the match. He tied it up multiple times, but unfortunately, pressure of Wesley just.
Listen, he had some very impressive moments. I'm still impressed by the way he handled the start of the match, because we thought, again, 2-0, we thought Wesley was going to blow him out of the water. Nodirbek kind of kept his composure, had that really impressive positional game with the King March. By the way, knight d3. And Wesley has to be really careful here.
That is a cool move, yeah.
And Nodirbek, once again, kind of in charge in this game. But
it's late. I almost said knight f5, just hanging queen c5. That would have been pretty cool.
Wait a second. I think Wesley's in trouble after g6. That rook could get trapped. And Levy, if he wins this game in the next minute, he has a fighting chance. I'm serious. He has a serious fighting chance.
Yeah, and he's sitting there. Look at that. He's like, he's like, what am I doing? He's taking his time.
Okay, he's winning.
But you know, yeah, no. I meant Wesley. Like you could see he's smiling. He's like, all right, I'm gonna stall it out. But I gotta tell you, if you make a very good player play badly on purpose just to like stall the clock, he might actually expedite his own demise. And he is.
He is expediting his own demise. That's it. He lost his knight, and Wesley is playing the clock rather than playing the board. He's playing terribly. He's only looking at the match clock, and he might still be able to bleed it out. Take the queen. Move. No, that was a bad move. Queen takes d8.
Oh my.
Okay. Nodirbek just needs to pre-move his way to victory, and look at how he's doing it. Oh my God, Levy, this is not over.
No, this is not over. This is insane. Why didn't Wesley keep the bishop on? What is Wesley doing?
Yeah, Wesley's not
just a3, a2, a1
as much as he can. But Nodirbek, every second is golden. Just made him already.
b5, just go b5, Nodirbek.
Queen d6,
Queen d6, rook c7. That's everything. It. Now,
why is Wesley moving? Oh my God, why did he move?
Dude, this is nuts. No, there's no way though. There's no way. No, there's no way. No, 4 games in 8 minutes is too much, man. Stop it.
Okay, so 145. We need to remind you of something very important. As long as there is still time on the match clock after the game ends, the next game begins. The problem is that Wesley's just going to build up a minute and stall it out. Nodirbek needs to pre-move his way to victory. Knight g4. Go, 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 go. Knight g4.
This is so nuts.
You just got to go for mate here. Knight g4.
I don't think we had any time to change isn't Nodirbek?
Oh wait, sorry, Nodirbek's white. Bishop g4, he punted his queen.
He hung his queen.
Oh, Nodirbek hung his queen, and that is all she wrote.
Oh,
what a valiant effort, though.
Yeah, that was.
No, that's it.
Wow.
Whoops.
that was
anticlimactic.
Yes, the excitement was there. You know, the idea was good, but unfortunately, the execution was faulty.
If he had conserved an extra minute, that's all he really needed. He would have had a serious fighting chance.
Yeah, but
and this
40 seconds will be. Nodirbek hung 2 queens in bullet, by the way.
Yep, because he hung that queen early with.
Yeah, that was when the match almost. He could have tied the match, and that was a close game. The second game of the bullet, I think, or the third.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you had a much better position there. If you had taken that rook on d4, I think we might be singing a different tune right now. But Wesley just wins matches. Oh, he blunders a knight in one move. Does Wesley so?
Wesley just jump out of his chair and clap his hands. He's like, "What am I doing?"
Okay, that's it. The match is officially over. This game will purely be cosmetic.
Wesley's unhappy. Wesley's
unhappy.
He's gonna win the match, but it's the last game syndrome. It's like when you exit the tournament on a loss, even in good shape, you're just like so mad.
Yeah, it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and this is not the precedent that Wesley wants to set. Because again, if he had a closer match, somebody like MVL might not let him go, might not forgive some of these mistakes. Wesley's just going to resign, and he ends with a whimper, but he did what he had to do, Levy. That's what great players do. they do what they have to.
Yeah, that was a strong performance.